Cacao facilitator training is for everybody. For people that already have a connection to the medicine, a lot of people will see the profound impact of their own healing and their own journey with cacao. And of course, then you want to extend and you want to share. We had an incredible lady at our last training that had never had cacao before. And she came in, she just wanted to explore cacao and see what was happening with this. And she just had an incredible time. It's wonderful. Now she is sharing it with her, I believe her Tai Chi and yoga classes. So absolutely for anybody. And, you know, okay, so some people wish to hold space for men's circles or women's circles, but people also just want to deepen their own journey with cacao, learn more about it. And we have 2 training weekends that are deeply healing and transformative, with a lot of ceremony and with breath work and yoga and all of those things included. So, I mean, it's training, but it's like with 2 retreats. And a huge part of our training, it's like there's 2 pillars. There's the cacao and understanding everything about cacao, and I guess our values around cacao. But then there's the holding space aspect, creating a sacred space, working with groups in a safe and trauma-informed way. And I mean, a lot of practitioners come in with training and one-to-ones and stuff. And then it's just moving that into working with group dynamics. So there's 5 teachers altogether, and this is quite deliberate because we want to show people the many ways that you can work with cacao. Saoró are far more interested in each person's unique creative relationship with the cacao. After the first training weekend, we then go to having the participants and indeed the teachers work every day with the cacao for a month. And that is generally a time of a lot of intention, being really conscious about cacao and the effects of try cacao and dancing cacao and meditation cacao and walk. But just to have that time every day with a lot of intention that this is your time to connect to the medicine, that is a really fruitful and creative time. That's when people call me with ideas and go, can I do this with cacao? Can I do this? I'm like, yes, you can. That's a great idea. It's wonderful. The facilitator training is in a beautiful, secluded retreat center, and the retreat center is on 60 acres of beautiful land with native trees. So we have our beautiful Irish medicine surrounding us, beautiful accommodation and ceremony space, which energetically is so important because when even the building is lending itself to you feeling held, you know. When you are working deeply with a plant medicine like cacao, you can go even deeper when you're working with a group, because if you see the group energy as a container, there's a large then container, a large strong container for what comes up within the group and what comes up over the month on the healing journey. And yeah, people can go deeper and feel more supported. There's 5 experienced teachers as well, which always helps, you know, because all of their wisdom, obviously, and knowledge and experience will be shared verbally, but they're also really, really experienced at holding space and holding space in a very safe way and knowing how to hold people. When it comes to, well, we'll call it the return to wholeness, when it comes to soul retrieval or working with soul loss, you can say as well, it is only really when we feel safe and held, you know, that we can really allow things to come up first of all, but then be supported in integration. And a lot of that is through sharing and talking, but we'll also have practices, you know, to guide and support, you know, the different forms of breath yogas and meditations, and I guess different ways as well of dealing with things that come up, you know, seeing from another perspective. And I think that's something that cacao can really teach us. The accommodation in the retreat center is incredibly magical, built for somebody who really wants to connect with their inner child. It's really hard to describe, but everybody just loves it. And obviously we see food as medicine as well. So really healthy vegetarian food, light food. Obviously there's quite a few cacao ceremonies over the weekend. People will be eating healthy, nutritious, light food, trying new things. You know, going back to our shamanic roots, of course, there'll be a fire ceremony, which we like to call Cacao Has Got Talent, because that's when the poets and the singers and stuff come out and the storytellers. And, you know, we generally like to have a lot of fun with it as well. So.